Hi, would you believe it takes all of this to make 3 hamburgers? Well, that's what we're doing today. Happy birthday, America. I spent a lot of money on you. All right, while I am getting all of this ready, I'm going to explain, watch me drop this, what I am doing today. I have absolutely nowhere to put this stuff. I guess I'll leave it. Okay, today we are going to do 3 different types of burgers. Now, Americana is burgers, but we're also a land of immigrants, right? Every single one of us came from somewhere, at least somewhere down the line. So I'm going to do my take on 3 different varieties. And by the way, the noise you're hearing is not fireworks quite yet. It's roofers, which American work ethic is just as good, right? Okay, like I said, and I'm still trying to find room for all of this stuff, we're going to be doing 3 different types of burgers. One is kind of West African inspired. The other one is the other Americas inspired, meaning, you know, down from us to the tip of the other continent. And the last one I'm going to do is a regional burger from where I'm from, which is a Virginia, sort of a Piedmont burger. And by the way, I haven't made half of this stuff before. I can't wait to see how this goes. So give me a second. I'm going to finish wrapping up and we're going to start with, I guess we'll start with West African.
Yay!
Okay, there's going to be 3 elements to this first one. The first one is I've got a pot of greens cooking. In Miami, you can't find greens, and I apologize for that. This is kale, and it is charred, and it's going to boil the hell out of it. That's going to sort of be a side dish. I'm also going to mix some meat with some spices and get that burger cooking on your hot grill. And then I'm going to mix some vegetables, and I'm going to make sort of a saute, and then we're going to put it all together. But here's the fun part. I'm going to make a pepper sauce, a West African pepper sauce that I have never made before. Just in case it doesn't work, I managed to buy one, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, the first thing I've got is a selection of meats. This is bison, that is chorizo, that is just regular old ground chuck, at least 20% fat. I am going to use the bison for this one, for no other reason, just, and I feel like it. And literally, I'm just gonna make this, in Hispanic, it's called picadillo. We're just gonna basically take this and throw in some various spices. Now, I've got all kinds of yummy stuff here. Not all of this is going in, but I am gonna throw in some ginger. We're gonna need some salt. Gonna need some pepper. Whoa, it's a windy day, as you can see. I'm also gonna throw in some coriander. I hope, if the wind will behave. Well, that's been in there a while. We're gonna throw in some paprika. Whoops, no, I don't want to open that. That will make a big mess. A little bit of paprika. And what else was there? There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, and some thyme. And this is gonna be fun. Watch this. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought. Gonna throw in some, here, chickens can have the rest of that. And then we just mush it all together. Just mush, mush, mush. And yes, I know I'm mushing it in a pan because honestly, I come out here and I forget half the stuff that I'm gonna need. I don't typically put binders in my meat. Some people like to throw in an egg. I do not, mostly because I'm gonna make 2 burgers out of this. There's enough fat in this stuff that it holds together. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. So we're gonna have 2 big, and I gotta remember which is which. So remember for me, on the right side of the grill, we've got bison going, and I'm gonna turn him down a little bit. Now the next thing we need is to get this sauteing up. Like I said, there's so much stuff that I bought. I think I spent 150 bucks just to make 3 frickin' burgers. I got so much stuff going on. We definitely need to, well, A, wipe my hands off. B, get this burner cooking. There it goes. Now, I forgot. When am I supposed to be putting in this one? Hang on a second. I'm gonna go check the recipe. Just don't tell anybody. Okay, I remember now. I'm just not sure where I put everything, so bear with me. We definitely need a little bit of olive oil. And we want to do red peppers, garlic. There was something else I wanted. Oh yeah, onions. Now, I just gotta find where they are. I think they're in this particular pan. Why, yes, they are. I've got sliced onions, and chopped yellow peppers. I had to check for the color there. Let's do the chopped onions. So we got one of those in there. And we've got some yellow peppers. It's very, very warm. Let's get a whole lot of them. Yellow peppers are fun. As far as, I lost him. As far as spices go, the only thing we really need, salt and pepper. There's gonna be The pepper sauce is seriously overpowering. So I just kind of want to have, oh wow, look at that guy go. I just kind of want to have flavor of vegetables. Now me, there's all different kinds of saute. There's melting these things down, there's wilting them, there's sweating them, caramelizing them. I want these not as crisp as they came out of the ground, but I don't want them wilted. I want you to bite into it and go, oh look, there's a vegetable there. So this is not going to cook for very long at all. This, however, is going to take a long time. So I think what we're going to do is make this stuff, and then I'll kind of plate it all together. We'll make 3 different burgers all together. Now, one thing, since we're doing that, did my flame go out? No, he's on. And this part, I despise with a passion. You can't get corn on the cob in Florida. Big surprise, I should have known that. Anyway, I need corn, not because I want to eat it, it's because I'm going to scrape it. It's going in the slaw. So I'm just going to stick the corn here on the grill in this fabulously pre-processed nastiness. Because what we're going to do later is we're going to scrape that off into some coleslaw, which is going on top of a barbecued burger. Oh, those things, man, I'd love to eat them just as they are. Don't need you anymore. What else are we doing? As far as the African burger, I need to make the pepper sauce. Oh, wow, this is going to be really an interesting show for... And it was the first one of the evening when I dropped crap on my foot. It's going to be an interesting show for you guys because I'm completely disorganized right now. Okay, I'm turning this off because they are basically done. And yes, it only took about 2 minutes. I'm going to find a place for them. Hang on, and then we're going to make the sauce. Okay, this next part is all blender based. What we have in here is a lot of pre-chop. Like I said, you didn't really want to watch me chop all this stuff. What I got is a bunch of parsley and a bunch of basil, nice and fresh. These are Roma tomatoes cut up. These are just Cubanelle peppers. They don't have really any heat to them at all, but I wanted some base. These have heat. This is a combination of red and green jalapenos, serranos, and some Scotch bonnets. And you can tell I leave the seeds in and the skins because, well, that's just the way I roll. Now, I learned this the other day. Ow, that's really warm. I learned this the other day that if you don't start with liquid, nothing chops. I'm just going to add a little bit of stock in there to give it something to puree into. Also, there's an ingredient called Maggi, M-A-G-G-I, that I'm supposed to be using. I couldn't find it. Why? Miami. So we're just going to kind of go with it. All right, let's throw you in. Get all of the tomatoes in. Well, most of the tomatoes in. And we're going to get the peppers in. Like I say, I have no idea what this is going to do. We need salt and pepper. Definitely need some salt, salt. And we're gonna need some pepper. Ow. Not much, wow. Fingers really like the pepper. And that's it. Oh, let's put a little garlic in there, just helpful hint. Beat the crap out of the lid and it opens. I don't know if you're supposed to put this in here, but I put garlic in everything. And I think that's what we got. Oh, finally, he's boiling. Shall we try this without making a huge frickin' mess? Okay. La 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 la. Well, that's working about as well as expected. Okay, what have I got? Hey, let's use the wok spoon. Oh my God. I tell you, some of us ain't bright. I think it just needs more liquid. I am learning that you got to keep the liquid on the bottom, otherwise it will not blend. Watch that be too much. I'm also going to throw in something, just a little bit of oil. You're supposed to use spicy oil with this. I don't have any, but trust me, I got enough spice in there already. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Okay, here is the taste test. This is the stuff that I bought, and that's the stuff that I made roughly the same color. I'm a little scared. I'll be honest with you. Well, it looks interesting. I wonder what that tastes like. Ooh, it's very, very thin. I put way too much sauce in there. This is gonna be... Oh, it's... Holy mother of... Yeah, that's good. It's warm. It's a little runny. I put in too much stock, but whoo boy, I'll figure out how to thicken this up in a second. Oh my God, that's good. But man, if you don't like hot food, you're not gonna like that. I gotta know. What does the store-bought taste like? The store-bought don't come out. Oh, look how thick their stuff is. Oh man, theirs is super vinegary. No, I like mine better. I like mine a lot better. I'm going to figure out a way to stocken him up. By the way, these are done. That is the West African version. And I need to find my, I tell you, there is just no, oh, look at those things. Oh yeah. Those look divine. Ah, get over there. I tend to make my intention is I tend to make my beef medium rare. I always seem to overcook it for some reason. We're not going to do that. So anyway, those are the basic ingredients I got for the African. I'm going to set everything aside for a second and let's kind of pre-build the Hispanic.
Yay!
Okay, in paying homage to the rest of the Americas, we're going to kind of go, I don't know, a little Mexican, a little not. The first thing I want to do is I've got some yummy poblano peppers. Now these have no heat whatsoever, but I do want to get them grilled. And these I want really grilled and wilted. No seasoning yet. I'm going to cover them later. We got a couple other things we need if I can find the meat. What I am doing for this guy is I want to take some just regular ground beef, throw it in. But this is ground chorizo. If you've never cooked with real chorizo before, it is extremely fatty, but it's not just fatty. It's super red, fat, juicy, coming out fatty. So use as much as you want or as little as you want. I guess that's good enough for now. And again, we're going to add some vegetables and stuff. This is a chopped serrano, seeds and all. This is a bunch of cilantro. That's all for the slaw. Don't need it. Let's say we throw some onion in there too. We want the slices? No, because I'm going to do something different with the slices. Just going to throw some onion in there. Garlic, because it's garlic. And salt and pepper. And then I'm going to sweat a little bit more. So, going to have, and I'm using way too fine of salt. I need to get some coarser stuff. Salt. We are going to season this much later, by the way. And in case you're kind of curious, if you've been staring over at this, the next thing afterwards is, it's not going to be guacamole, but I wanted to make like an avocado shmeer, but I'm just going to make it sort of an avocado guacamole shmear. Anyway, here's the fun part. We get to play with our hands again. By the way, because every time I do this, I have to give you a weather report. It is 90 degrees here, but there's a breeze that keeps me a little cool. But you'll notice I also just started wearing a chef's jacket and an apron, which, while it keeps the nastiness from showing on camera, meaning sweat, it's warm. It's really warm. I am so contemplating having an indoor kitchen. All right, while I'm doing this, I also want to talk to you about something else, because every time I cook, I can't just yak at you. I gotta yak at you about something important. Now, for me, look what's going on in the world, and it's pretty easy to see. Everyone is just lost in hate. Everyone is lost in bigotry. We're lost in gun violence. And I don't have the answers, by the way. I honestly do not have the answers. I don't even pretend to have the answers. But what I do think I know is it's all going to start with, I started with the why. Why in the world are people killing people? And the only thing I can think of is because they don't see them as human. And the next logical thing from that is they don't see themselves as human either. I don't think we're going to have a solution. I don't think it's, banning guns or going after mental this or policing or whatever. I think it's going to start, and it's going to take generations to get to this, and I'll stop pontificating in a bit. But I think what we're finally going to have to get to eventually is just to start teaching. Be louder than the religious preachers. Be louder than the families that sow bigotry and hatred. Not just education like let's plan for the SOLs and go to school and figure out how to be a STEM student. I'm talking about the media, Hollywood, people, society, neighborhoods. I think we got to start educating, teaching people that humans are humans, giving people the ability to rise up. And we'll talk more on that later. Anyway, we got those burgers going. I think these guys are at least done enough for me. I'm going to put them on top. And what did I say I was going to make next? I said I was going to make some guacamole shmeer. All right, one sec. Okay, so what I need to do is I need a bigger kitchen. We need to cut up some avocados, and the avocados are here, and we're going to do some tomatoes. Now, normally I would take tomatoes and I would throw the insides away because they're kind of nasty. In the essence of time, I am just going to chop these bad boys up. In fact, I'm only going to use one because it's all about the avocado. It's not about the, hey, chickens. You guys like tomatoes? Oh, did I tell you? I know you guys have seen the chickens in here before, but they got named. The granddaughter named the last one. It's Strawberry Shortcake, which is a really long name to yell when you're trying to get their attention. She's a kid. What does she know? She's 4. Okay, so we got tomatoes. I'm shoving them in there. I'm going to do a little salt and pepper while I'm thinking about it. Avocados. You ever cut up an avocado before? It's really easy, assuming they're fresh. You just kind of roll a circle, give it a twist, and then, this is the part, don't kill yourself, stick your knife in it, twist, and the whole seed comes out. I actually got ripe ones for a change. Who knew? All right, then you need a spoon. Kind of a spoon. Here, a spoon. Yep, that's a big spoon. And then just sort of scoop it out. Scoop it out. Oh man, do not get the rind in there. Rind is not tasty. Yep. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to hit it with a little bit of a lemon. And did I put garlic in there yet? And I'm going to put a little garlic in and I'm going to mash the crap out of it, but you don't need to see me do all that. So go get a drink, hit pause, come right back, and this will be ready. Okay, like I mentioned to you all earlier, chorizo is greasy. And you can see it is just flaring up like crazy. So I'm going to turn those way down until he calms down. I've also got my poblanos pretty well blistered. I'm going to put them up here where they can do no more harm. Going to have some fun with them in a second. And let me get you guys over here where there's limited flame. Well, no, it's going to make its own flame. There we go. Okay, so you got that. What I did while you were gone, or while I was gone, while somebody was gone, is I put the avocado in. I added some extra onion just because I could. I want to give it a squeeze of lime just because it needs some acidity. You might want to use lemon. Now we need to mash the crap out of it. Where's my crap masher? Oh, he's right in front of me. So just kind of get this all smushied together. Smushied meaning, that's a technical term. They teach you that in chef school if you didn't know already. All right, well this is going to take a lot more smushing than you're going to see, but how are you supposed to get that out of there? I never knew. Anyway, I'm going to mix that up a little bit better and we're going to put it on the burger, but I'm curious. Nom, 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 nom. It actually needs a little more lemon. It needs more sour. Okay, so I'm going to mix him up later. I'm going to set him aside for now. I think it's time to move on to Piedmont. Hang on one second. Let me get it out here and ready.
Yay!
Last but not least, the American burger, Piedmont. I am from Virginia, originally just outside of DC, later on Richmond. I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. And we have a particular style of kind of southern cooking we have up there. For starters, I'm not doing anything to the beef. I am just going to put salt and pepper on it. That is it, because I've got other things going. You see this. This is, hang on, I got to give these guys a stir. Pulled pork barbecue. It's actually a thing, I'm going to burn crap out of myself. It's actually a thing in North Carolina more. This is not North Carolina style. North Carolina style is very much vinegar based. Again, this is Miami. I was going to lie and said that I made this, but I didn't. I bought this. And you kind of get the barbecue-y flavor, so it's not quite the same. But we're going to let him cook. We're going to make some patties and toss them on. Wow, all of this. And I'm going to have, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have 8, 9 burgers. Not too bad. I was wondering what that noise was. Apparently it's my barbecue burning. So what else do we need? Besides all this loud banging. Banging is fun. On that burger, we're basically going to take the burger. We're going to put on some of that. But we need something else. We need slaw. And here's the part where y'all get to laugh at me because I'm going to hurt myself desperately. I do that every single time. Oh, I am so not bright. Okay, you stay over there. What this is just slaw. It is just basic coleslaw. What I'm going to put in there is shredded carrot and shredded celery and, oh hell, whatever else is on there. And basically at this point, when I make slaw, it's just whatever I got left. I'm going to throw in some onions and some of those leftover. But the part that I love to add at this point, and God, that really hurt, is corn. Here's the fun part. Okay, I'll set him down for here right now. Take your corn and your knife. If you have a knife, most people have a knife. I just don't know where my knife is. Oh, looky, I found my knife. Ideally, if you're a smart person, you can take your corn and you can take it off early. Also, if you can get the kind with husks on it, the husks make a great handle. I'm just going to do this the painful way. What you want to do is just basically try to see if you can do it over here. Just give it a carve. If you get Cobb, so be it. Cobb is good. This is all you want to do. Actually, I am very impressed with myself. I have not screamed in pain yet. I'm going to have to save that. I don't know if the chickens like this stuff or not. Okay, let's get a whole bunch more. This is a thing we have in abundance in Virginia. So no matter where you go, there's always fresh corn on the cob. It's funny, and I will tell you a little story before I tell you another story. My stepmother, Lucy, when she eats corn on the cob, it's hilarious because she goes like a typewriter, but she never misses a kernel, ever misses a kernel. It's as clean as this when she is done eating it. We have to make fun of her frequently. I think our problems as far as a society, and by the way, I'm not talking about the States even though it's our birthday, I'm talking about everywhere, is that as long as we build walls and push people down and we don't have equity, how are you ever going to expect another human being to view you like you're a human being or view others or themselves? If we rise ourselves up, and by that, that's what I meant by education. If we teach ourselves, teach everyone, and I'm not through school, just teach, educate, expose. We are constantly trying to lift everyone up. Then why in the hell do you need to hurt or hate somebody? Yeah, it's going to take a generation or two. It's something we should have been doing a long, long time ago. But I think now is the beginning. I don't know if this is the answer, but I know I don't believe it's gun control. I don't believe it's any other kind of control or policing or whatever. Yeah, those are important, and we do need to talk about those. But until we get to the root of the problem, the absolute root, which is people. People have to think of themselves as humans, and we have to stop thinking of ourselves as living within a certain border. We are all humans, and until we start lifting up our entire species, we're going to keep killing each other. And that, I'm going to stop pontificating, and we're going to finish the slaw. Basically, what we're going to do is add all that corn in there. Oh. The fun part is later on, I'm just going to take a hose. I wish you could see what's under my feet right now. It is horrifically messy. Okay, did I put salt and pepper in there? I don't think I did. Basically, this is American coleslaw. Salt, pepper, might need to throw in a little lemon in there if I need some sour, but I don't have mayonnaise. I do have this stuff called Mexican crema. It's because it's going on the other burger. It's like mayonnaise. Ooh, he actually looks kind of cool. What we're also going to need is some cider vinegar, because everyone needs cider vinegar. And don't you love the way I measure stuff? I'm sorry, that was poor language. I apologize. You got sour. Now you need a little sweet. Nothing says America like lemon, right? Oh, I just got a blast of something in my eyeballs. All right, I hope when you cook, I hope when you cook, you do a so much better job than I do of keeping things separate. Okay, these are West African, American, Piedmont American. Okay, what was I doing? I got a couple more things. I need to mix this up, and I don't want to use my hands. Let's just use the all-purpose spatula. I don't like it super wet, and I really don't like it super sweet or sour. To me, this is salad. It's not so much slaw as it is just salad that sits on the side of your plate. It looks kind of cool. I mean, let's say we give that a taste. What I put in there is wrong. I was missing something. I don't know what's missing. We'll figure it out in a second. I have a couple things left to do. Finish the burger here. I also want to grill up some onions. You know how to grill onions, you don't need to see it. And I'm gonna fry an egg, because trust me, I'm gonna fry an egg. And then we're gonna come back and put all of these three together, hopefully with some decent looking plating, and we'll see what we got. Okay, we're coming to the end. And what we're gonna do is start a plating. Now I found some really fun rolls. I was gonna use different bread for each of these different burgers, but these things just look fun. Honestly, pick a bread. What I'm doing is not so much a recipe, it's just an idea. And you know what I should have done, and I'm just gonna do them now while I'm talking to you, is get these things warmed, because nobody likes unwarmed bread. 3 burgers, right? Let's just do 3 burgers for now. You will see I also, let me look up and talk to you. You will see I've also got some fried onions going. You can caramelize them, I'm just gonna do them. My greens, what I did was just basically melted some butter in there, some salt and pepper, drained them really well. They're pretty darn tasty. I grew up on greens. I love greens. Okay, let's just pretend for now that I did something on time, and oh look, a toasted bun. What should we start with? Let's start with the West African burger. So what we want to do for starters is find out which one that was, and he was this guy. If you remember right, this is a bison burger with, hey, I didn't spill it, with a whole bunch of West Indian spices in it. What else is I gonna put on this one? We have our sauce. We've got our hot pepper sauce. This is the stuff that will blow your freaking head off. And I'll put a little more on that later. This is just the yellow peppers and the onions. And I have tongs in here somewhere. Our onions and peppers, and messily throw them all over. And I lost my top. Put him on top. And if I did him right, I completely overcooked it. What a surprise. And I do want to, are you hot still? You are not. Then I just want to put some greens and a little more of the hot pepper sauce. And that, my friends, is a West African inspired burger. Yay! And one day, I swear, I will learn how to not overcook burgers. Problem is, I just get talking and yakking, and anyway, there's one down, 2 to go. Next up, let's do the Hispanic burger. Now, just for grins, I want to start this differently. I want to start with my blistered peppers. These are garnish, actually. And what I want to do is kind of make a bed for my burger to sit on. Oop, he got a little crunchy. We'll just leave him in there. And I want to drizzle a little olive oil on him. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And a little salt and pepper. And that's just sort of an extra something to chew on, if you will. Let's get a little salt, little pepper, one for the chickens. And what else goes on him? We need a bun. He's probably going to be burnt too. See, a nice chorizo burger. Do we want to put cheese on this guy? Now, like I say, I got Havarti because I like Havarti, and I spent so much damn money at the store. So we got that. We got guacamole, or the avocado shmeer. And by the way, I did cheat. I got a big smasher and I smashed it up. And this is not the right thing to do, but right on top of him. I can't wait to try this one. Now, I also, like I say, I had crema. This is not what I was expecting, and it's probably going to be a little blandy, but let's just make him pretty. Ooh. Okay, it's not pretty, but hey, it was what you try. Then you put a top on it. He is also completely overcooked. Now what I'm going to do, just because I have a hole in the middle, and the plating is really unattractive, what a surprise, more guacamole. So there you've got your basic, I don't know, Central American Mexican version of a hamburger.
Yay!
And last but not least, we got your Virginia burger. Virginia burgers are actually pretty darn simple. You've made these all the time, just because I can, and I don't know why. I just feel like being contrary. I'm gonna put the cheese on the bottom. Well, I bet you I didn't overcook these guys. Bunk, bunk. And I wanted to put, oh, I didn't do it. I meant to cook a fried egg. Pretend like there's a fried egg on this thing, but basically cover it and everything in fried onions, barbecue, and yes, I'm gonna try to serve him open-faced, I think. Now, you can make your own barbecue sauce, and I do, but this stuff, Stubbs, especially the original, I love this stuff. It is so yummy. Oh, look at that. He's not, oh, you're the one that's gonna make a mess. Nope, oh, he's kind of juicy. And then we're gonna put some of the yummy slaw right in the hole. And I swear to God, I'm gonna go take a class on plating. And there you go. You have a Piedmont American style burger. Now you could do literally, remember, anything. You can go in your backyard and do your typical burger that you want. Throw anything you want. I like it, it's in Hispanic, we call it a caballo, which means of a horse, I don't know why. But take a fried egg, throw it on top, whatever spices you want. I was gonna make an Asian burger, but I mean, just think how easy that would be. Asian spices, you put it in. Same with India, same with any other ethnic group. You can turn this into that, or just go regional places and what grows next to you and put that on a burger. And so with that, I hope I wasn't too preachy earlier about loving thy neighbor, but seriously, that's the message I think we all need to get behind. In fact, I'm gonna finish this up with all three burgers staring you in the face. We're all in this together, folks. That's really the only message I got for you. This world is ours, meaning everybody's. And I don't know, do you want your world to be great, or do you want your world to be a little small, closed off? Because if you put a fence around you, you're gonna keep that fence up for the rest of your life and your kids' life and your grandchildren's life. So stop putting up frickin' fences. Let's all just start putting up people. Anyway, with that, be a pirate, go wander. Happy 4th of July, America. Uncle Sam, we love you. Well, we're learning to love you. Maybe we'll, anyway, I am not going there. I am not talking about the election. So be safe, be happy, and we'll talk to you next time.